Hello everybody. Mike Ader here again. It's been a little while since I made a video. I've just been busy and I have been thinking a lot. That's all I can say. So, basically, what I want to talk about tonight is something just my thoughts on trauma in general and the way I understand trauma on the brain. And I honestly think this is something that we all suffer from. And we don't, in my opinion, we don't even know it. But so basically, let me start by trying to explain a little bit the way I understand trauma. So, your life is going along, just like this. And then all of a sudden, something traumatic happens. And then, boom, it drops down, okay? Then it moves along, then it goes back up, okay? Well, that space in between represent the traumatic experience, okay? It's like now there's a gap in the time frame, okay? And basically, your life is going back along, and then something happens, it drops down, and it fills in the blank with the trauma. Okay, does that? I hope I explained that's the way I remember it. But like the trauma is just in between the bookends of something that happens. Okay, now that I explained that, let me tell you how it ended up happening, working in my life. So my life was going along good, perfect. At 24 years old, I had the worst case of indigestion possible right here in my chest pounded out of my heart. I'm on my heart chant pounded out of my chest. Bang, bang, bang. Scared me so bad that it paused my life recording. Paused it. And then once I got through the traumatic experience, I started recording again. But all the time, boom, drops down, fills in trauma. Okay? Fills in the blank in between that pause period. So, how do you make this stop happening? How do you make panic attacks stop happening? So, after that day, all that would have to happen is I sleep wrong and my neck hurt. All of a sudden, the trauma flares up because I have neck pain and I'm dying of a heart attack. Or my hand goes to sleep. Oh, that's numb hand. Trauma, fill in the blank, heart attack, dying, call 911. Uh, it's kind of hard to explain. I hope I am. Hopefully, I'm getting that. Hopefully, I'm getting my point across the way I understand it. Sometimes it's hard to explain the way I understand something. It's hard to put it into words. How exactly it works, but that's how I understand it. Life's going along fine. Boom, drops down. Trauma, fill in the blank. Boom, life going again. And then that's always stuck in here. That trauma is always stuck in here. And anytime something stressful happens, that trauma fills in the blank and you freak out and you panic. Okay? Now that I told you the problem, how do you fix it? You rewind. You go back to that first traumatic experience. You have to figure out what was the first traumatic experience. So you're here, you have to come back, okay? Then you have to go into that moment. So I have to take myself back to when my heart was pounding out of my chest, scared me to death, gave me a panic attack when I was 24 years old. Now, here's what you do. You work through it, okay? What was I doing when that happened? Number one, I had a boss that told me I had to work 12-hour shift. I was supposed to work an 8-hour shift. That made me very, very angry. Okay, so now I'm angry. I'm hyped up. Number two, I worked nights, and when I worked nights, I just slammed solid as strong as I could drink black coffee. Okay, so my heart was already hyped up. Now I'm mad, and my heart is racing from coffee. You see what's happened here? Number three, God only knows what I ate. Not to mention it. So we can go through the situation, rationalize it, and now I can say, oh, so this is what you wasn't ever having a heart attack, Michael, during this traumatic experience. You wasn't ever having a heart attack. You was having nasty indigestion from something you ate that was on steroids from the coffee, and the fact that you were pissed off didn't help a thing. Okay, add it all up, you got a traumatic experience. Now I'll go back, and now when my shoulder hurts, like, hey, 20 years ago your chest was fine. 10 years ago your chest was fine. Now your chest fine. Your shoulder hurts because you lift too much weights. Okay. Hopefully this helps. That's the best way I can explain trauma and how you can work through it, understand it, and I will make future videos on this. That was just the first one, the best way I know to explain it. All right, till next time, Mike Ader is out.